Hello and welcome to another episode of NewsX Deep Dive with me, Vineet Malhotra, where today we are tracking a major escalation in the U.S.-Iran conflict. Not just another strike, but a hit on one of America's most critical military assets. An E-3 Sentry AWACS aircraft, often called the eyes in the sky of the U.S. Air Force, has been damaged in an Iranian missile and drone attack on a key American base in Saudi Arabia. This is not just about one aircraft, this is about battlefield awareness, air superiority, and whether Iran has just landed its most strategic blow yet. According to U.S. and regional officials, Iran launched a combined missile and drone strike on the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. Several U.S. aircrafts were hit, at least 12 service members were injured, and crucially, an E-3 Sentry AWACS aircraft was damaged. Photos purportedly showing the damaged E-3 Sentry AWACS command and control plane have surfaced on social media. Air and Space Forces magazine reviewed an image that shows major damage to the plane at Prince Sultan Air Base. The image seemed to show one of the E-3s stationed at the Saudi base on the runway signage and aircraft markings. Open source flight tracking data revealed that as many as 6 E-3s had been stationed at Prince Sultan Air Base before the incident. Previously, Air and Space Forces magazine reported that a U.S. AF-E3 and tankers were damaged in the March 27 Iranian attack. Now this matter is important because the E-3 is not a fighter jet. It doesn't fire missiles, neither does it bomb targets. Instead, it controls the entire air war. To understand the scale of this hit, we need to understand the platform. The E-3 Sentry AWACS is essentially a flying radar station. Every country has it, as well as an airborne command center. Built on a modified Boeing 707, it is equipped with a massive rotating radar dome and can track aircraft, missiles and drones hundreds of kilometers away. But here's the real power. It sees everything, it talks to everyone, and it directs the fight in real time. In modern warfare, that means detecting incoming missiles before ground radars can, coordinating fighter jets, tankers and drones, preventing friendly fire and managing entire air campaigns. In fact, AWACS aircrafts are so central that without them, pilots are effectively flying partially blind. The Airborne Warning and Control System, or AWACS, is helpful in managing the battlefield in major conflicts. Since as early as 1970s, the Air Force has flown AWACS planes to provide command, control, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities. So why does the E-3 Sentry AWACS matter? Well, the AWACS has in the past managed the battlefield in major conflicts. Since early as the 1970s, the Air Force has flown AWACS to provide command and control and intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities. They were used in Operation Desert Storm, the Kosovo War, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the counter-Islamic State campaign known as Operation Inherent Resolve. The E-3 Sentry, which was deployed and developed in the United States, is one of the most widely used airborne warning and control system aircraft in existence, according to the national interest. It has since been exported to France, the United Kingdom, and Saudi Arabia. Air power experts believe that the loss of this aircraft could hamper the Air Force's ability to manage battlefields, as it was apparently being actively used in current operations. And according to experts, the loss of this E-3 is incredibly problematic, given how crucial these battle managers are to everything from airspace deconfliction, aircraft deconfliction, targeting and providing other lethal effects that the entire force needs for the battle space. According to experts, losing this plane could greatly create gaps in the Air Force's battle space awareness and management. It could also lead to missed opportunities to target Iranian forces. Pentagon leadership is skeptical about acquiring the proposed replacement for the E-3. The E-7 widget tail instead, it backs space-based systems. For the U.S.-Iran war, the E-3 is even more important because Iran has already targeted ground-based radar systems across the region, knocking out key early warning infrastructure. That means that the U.S. has been relying heavily on airborne surveillance like the E-3 to fill the gap. Now, the U.S. faces a situation where its ground radars are degraded. The airspace is crowded with drones and missiles, and AWACS do the heavy lifting. Now, imagine losing or even damaging one. The E-3 fleet is old with Cold War era programming, small with around 16 aircrafts left, and hard to replace as production ended decades ago. At any given time, only a fraction are actually mission ready. So even one aircraft going down is not minor, it's strategic attrition. So why is destroying the E-3 AWACS is Iran's biggest blow to U.S. Air Force? Well, the Boeing E-3 Sentry is a highly recognizable airborne warning and control system operated by the United States Air Force, distinguished by the massive rotating radar dome mounted on top of its fuselage. It provides comprehensive all-weather surveillance, giving military commanders a detailed picture of the tactical battle space by detecting enemy aircraft and ground targets from hundreds and hundreds of miles away as well. Well, it was important for the Iranians because there were threats in volatile areas like the Middle East. Losing such a high-value asset represents a catastrophic blow to situational awareness and electronic warfare capabilities. And we're going to discuss that with the Group Captain, Dr. D.K. Pandey, former Air Force. Dr. Pandey, I appreciate you being here with us. Well, first up, how important, first of all, is an AWACS? I understand that this is an aircraft which feeds onto the entire war. And as I also, read out in my monologue that this was not battle ready, but to get one battle ready also takes weeks, if not months. What kind of a blow are we talking about to American exploits in the Middle East after the destruction of this aircraft?
Thank you much for having me in the show. Rightly, you had drawn the picture very nicely, rather every aspect of the any airborne platform which is involved in detecting the aerial air threats. You nicely drawn. Now the point is why this AWACS was positioned there. Rightly, you mentioned that the total detection of all flying objects, when I'm saying all flying objects, it includes missiles, it includes drones, it includes aircraft. So Arabian airborne platform, which was acting to help the decision makers, number one. Number two, operators in air, because air-to-air guidance is there. I have operated these operations from AWACS myself in Indian Air Force, and I know how vital it is. And it is very, very high value asset, and we call it high value aerial asset. And for defense of this system in air, we deploy fighters to escort it, so that no aerial threat is posed to this platform. So this itself shows when you are providing escorts to the platform, it means it is vital for your air operations. Having said this, now we'll come on what the basically implications in Middle East conflict. The 6 out of 16, total 16 E3 was there, and out of 6 were deployed. It means all 6 were supposed to cover the complete airspace of the battlefield. Why I'm saying battlefield includes Iran and all adjacent area where American aircrafts were supposed to operate, including Georgia, north up to Russia borders and all. If something is coming, some help is coming, they should have all the information. Now, if you remove 1 out of 6, then definitely is a big damage to your airborne detection capabilities. As such, Iran is following a strategy to target sensors, those who are eyes and ears for their air defense system. Pointed whether it is maritime operations or aerial operations, in all the conditions, the situational awareness is vital for decision making, because that helps you in finding out how enemy is progressing and how you can achieve your air superiority. Now, air superiority, when we say all F-40s and F-4s of Iran have been destroyed on ground, but still U.S. aircraft are not able to operate properly. So basically having these AWACS were able to give them proper picture. Even some missile is coming, it was early warning was given. Just see, one more point I will add, the type of sensors which have been destroyed, targeted by Iran. Just see first, THAAD radar, AN-TP2 was targeted. Then AN-APS-117 radar was targeted. And then AN-TPS-132, which was early warning extended range radar for missiles and all ranges, was about 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers. So when you put a gap in detection capability, definitely it affects the OODA circle. We all know that the OODA circle is important, and we try to ensure that OODA circle is properly adhered to, and for effective control of the battlefield. Now, when you remove this, how you fill the gap? Rightly you mentioned the E7s are supposed to come. 1919 to E3 production was stopped because this is a previous mission which was there. Now E7s will come. When E7s will come, although it was once in a time, it was told 2028 they may come, but still on ground development is very slow and nothing much concrete has been done. So this gap is there for full United States Air Force. Now CENTCOM definitely is going to suffer. They may ask one more additional system, but the point is, when you are having such type of threat from Iran, then how will you keep these platforms? So it is a big challenge. And one more information: the cost of one E3 is somewhere between 580 to $600 million. Just see, it is so costly affair, and because it helps you in making the vital decision in air. You can pick up the even few elements are there which will help you get the intelligence, electronic intelligence inputs also can be received from this. So it was helping in multi-purpose, like something has been operated, satellite imagery is there, but the AWACS support the tactical decision making, because satellite imagery which was available to United States from America as well as their allied forces was about 50 to 30 minutes they were getting the updates, while for Iranian it was about 35 to 1 hour. So, but between 50 minutes, Iran was trying to move their platforms, the launch pads in mobile trucks. It was moving from one place to other place, and when it was after achieving the target, hitting the target, they were going in a bunker which was about 500 below the normal level. So it was a difficult target because Israel is very good as far as their elite ISR capabilities are concerned, whether it is a drone or airborne platform. Israel has not lost single aircraft, while Americans have lost about 17 to 20 aircraft. 17 to 20 aircraft is not simple. When I'm saying lost means either they are not available for the war. Fully damaging, how much the partial damage or fully damaged, those aspects are not clearly available in the open source. The point is, if Iran is able to hit about 20 aircraft, then it means they are having the upper hand. And how this upper hand is coming as far as these targeting is concerned, because Russia is feeding the satellite imagery, which is giving the precise location, like Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia, where this E3 was located. How precise attack has been carried out. In addition, E3 KC-135 aircraft have been also hit. So it is a massive.
Run out of time, but I totally appreciate your thoughts and perspectives, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. We take a short break. Be right back.